Alrighty, welcome gentle gamers to the MTG Greybeard, where I am drafting the core set 19-20-21 with this weird deck. I've got Chandra and her Embercat and Regulator. And too many islands. Sorry, I just started a game. I'll be right back after that's over. And another island. So 5 islands and no mountains. I sure hope I draw a mountain. Oh, and another island. What is this cruel joke? At least I can use Convolute to counter something important. Yep. Here's Chandra. Be great to get her out. I guess I gotta counter the star-crowned stag. Well, here's that mountain, and I can cast Chandra's Embercat, or I could just go ahead and cast Chandra directly. And then why don't I add 2 and cast Chandra's Regulator. Can't believe how many islands I have drawn. 7 islands. What are the odds? Somebody leave me a comment if you can tell me what are the odds of having drawn 7 islands at this point. Whew, well, whoops, cancel, no, oh, whenever I activate, okay, so I'm going to activate deals 2 damage, and then Chandra's Regulator kicks in. I'll pay 1 with a blue. Well, how nifty is that? And I can double the +2 bonus I'm giving my cat. Oh, how fun. Masked Blackguard. Alrighty, I'll save my disperse. Am I worried about the Blackguard? I guess I'll just bring it back to my hand. Oh, but now he can attack my Chandra. Oh, that was silly. Well, I guess I couldn't have stopped that from happening. Hey, puppy dog. Well, that's a bummer. Well, time for some goblin wizardry. Do I want to just cycle the Embercat? Why don't I? I can play an island and play my Cerulean Drake. Protection from red. Sack it to counter a spell that targets me, and I can do that anytime. it's black, and I've got prot red. And I draw a mountain, but luckily I can discard a mountain. And how about a library larcenist? I will attack with my flyer. Just double check he doesn't have reach. Yeah. Still anybody's game, folks. I've got a couple of real big Kraken in my deck. It would be nice to draw a Kraken right now. Do I want to block the Drill Master? I'll just no block it. Hold on just a second, I gotta mute the mic. Alright, turning the mic back on. Oh, and all kinds of silly things are happening on my screen. What happened to my wizards? I don't understand. Oh, the Plague Mare. Oh, that's nasty. Well, there's no way Lavacan Brawler's saving me, right? So I'm just gonna see if I can't draw something really amazing. Oh, we got the Frilled Sea Serpent. Can't use the Regulator. Only need to deal so much damage. Oh, but they've got the Lich's Caress, expensive removal and gain life. Well, I've got a Gutter Snipe. And I've got Teferi's Ageless Insight. Good game. And they're murdering my Gutter Snipe. Oh, well. I feel like I had some fun that game. Let's move on to the next. I suppose I should be cheerfully talking to fill this time. I apologize. Salmonax. That's a name that rings a bell. I wonder if I faced this opponent before. Much better draw this time. I'll have Teferi's Protege on the board. Can copy something, like maybe copy the Ember Cat and have a bunch of elementals. Chandra loves elementals. I probably should have kept that other elemental card, the one where you sacrifice it to add mana, because that would have helped with the elemental synergy in the deck. I just generally should be spending more time reading the cards and deck building properly, but then I just get in such a rush, and I'm like, let's build a deck. Let's call it a day. Speaker of the Heavens, Vigilance, Lifelink. Once you've gained 7 life, you start making angels. I don't like that. Maybe I can kill it. Oh, and here's a Remorseful Cleric. Sack it for Graveyard Hate. Well, I think I'm going to play a Library Larcenist, which would trade up with either of your dudes. As will Chandra's Embercat. On trade. Teferi's Protege would be great to have on the board at the same time as Teferi's Ageless Insight, because I would draw 2 cards and then discard a card. I think what I'll do here is Protege, or do I want to cast the Mirror Image and clone the Larcenist? Am I going to have to assent to this because it says you may? Am I going to have the option to decline to have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature I control? In which case it would just come in as a 0/0 and die, right? You're going to resolve? Or are you going to sacrifice your Remorseless Cleric in response? Here's a situation where you're wondering if they even know that they've got to resolve your effect. Your go. I like drawn cards. I'd like to go to combat now. You really got a big decision in front of you whether you want to sacrifice your Remorseless Cleric right now. I recommend you do sacrifice it. Couple of rares. They got their white weenie rares in their opening hand here. Oh, look what I got. I got a Kraken. Well, I guess it's a whale, but basically a Kraken. Now I've still got a Library Larcenist on my hands. And you have not gained a lot of life. So, Waker of the Waves, I could discard it, or I could just play Teferi's Protege. I'm hoping I get the land I need soon enough. And little do they know, I'm willing to trade up. Because I know I got some big guys on the way. Gutter Snipe will do some damage when I cast Read the Tides. This game is going a little bit more my way. They wasted their rare picks on a couple of white weenies. So one more land and I can cast the Frilled Sea Serpent. I'm going to draw extra cards, so hopefully I'll get that one land. Teferi's Protege, decent attacker against a white weenie deck. They don't even have the excuse that they're low on land in this draw, do they? What's going on? Where's this deck at? What do they have to bring to the table, this Salmonax? I really feel like I've played Salmonax before. I can check my Arena Tutor, which has a record of all 500 or 700 or whatever matches I've done. 70 hours worth of matches, all logged if you turn on logging. And you can use these cool third-party apps to give you a little website of your logs. Well, here's Cerulean Drake. I guess what I'll just do is I'll attack. Now, do I wait here? Or are they going to cast a Wrath of God or something? Why don't I just play Chandra's Regulator right now? And heck it, I'll just end the turn. Maybe I want to discard Gutter Snipe and draw something more valuable? I should have probably played a creature. Well, they're gonna lifelink me for one. Okay. Maybe I was being a little paranoid there. Definitely hold up that Convolute next turn. What are you gonna do about these attacks? I'm drawing a card every turn. Got you on a bit of a clock. Oh, oh, they had some mana fixing issues. They needed that swamp to play the Epicure of Blood. Now here's my mountain that's going to let me play the big guy, but I think I'll play the Gutter Snipe first. Oh, I'm holding up the Convolute, and when I cast Convolute, I can counter a spell, and that's an instant, and that'll have the Gutter Snipe finish them off. How often do you win a game on your opponent's turn? Oh, I didn't get the good game off and fast enough. Sorry about all my clumsiness with the video. When you watch the MTG Greybeard, you're watching a regular guy, not a pro streamer or a professional gamer. Don't quite know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. Documenting my ignorance as rigorously as I can. Whack Tez reminds me of a test I'm supposed to give my students. Can you imagine naming a test the Whack Test? Hello, it makes it sound like the test is whack. I guess I'll wait to play the Thrill of Possibility. Oh, Dimir deck. So I can get out 2 Gutter Snipes and then cast it. This guy, it takes a while before he gets scary. No blocks. Oh, and then I can cast a mirror image of the Gutter Snipe. Cerulean Drake can counter a spell that targets me, but wouldn't counter a spell that's targeting my creatures. We'll just see. Oh. Nice. And play another Gutter Snipe. Well, it's going to be nifty if I can pull this off. Clone the Gutter Snipe and then Thrill of Possibility. Hopefully draw a couple of instants or sorceries. No blocks. Yeah, that bounce. I'll put a spring in my step. Alright, I'll cast Thrill of Possibility and just do 4 with it. And the next turn I can clone a Gutter Snipe and crash through. Here's Baron Talarian Archmage. I don't know if I quite understand what's so cool about this card in this format. I can bounce a creature with ETB skills. Skeleton Archer, why don't I just double block it? You know what, actually I'm gonna cancel that. No blocks, I'll take one more hit from him. Roman Ghostlight though, ugh, I wish I could do something about that. It'd be great if I drew Chandra. Well, I think Mirror Image of the Gutter Snipe. And then crash through. Play a mountain, cast an Omen Speaker, good chump blocker. Don't want either of those islands. Oh, that Omen Speaker is cool in this deck. Do I attack with both? Sure I do. You're down to 8. Oh, probably lifelink. Nice. Nice little trick. Well, it could be done here. Chump block. Well, I can bounce the Ghostlight with the Archimage. Oof, and I was feeling so good about this turn. Oh, I forgot they had that bounce power. Play my third Gutter Snipe. Too bad. They just had all the right tricks there. Did I make any fatal mistakes, or was I just doomed that game? Maybe I wouldn't play Baron. What could I have done? What draft choices might I have made to better put together this deck? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This might be my last time doing the core set mixer. If any of my viewers make their own videos drafting, feel free to leave those in the comments, or any MTG videos you might make that you want to plug. This is a plugs welcome kind of a space. Well, I've got Chandra's stuff in hand, and I've got a play, so hopefully I draw a mountain. Ramp up to Chandra, get a regulator going, and boost my elemental. That's a pretty fun opening hand for a Chandra draft deck. Not the worst deck I've ever drafted. I'm kind of relying on some goofy synergies. I don't know how well the card draw stuff goes with the zappy stuff. But the Gutter Snipe is going to zap people whenever I do my card draw instants and sorceries that go with Teferi's Insight. Or so the plan goes. Alright, Healer of the Glad. versus Cerulean Drake. Playing against a Golgari deck. I hear that's not one of the best options in this draft, but you never know what people want to put together. Either of the Glade I can't zap with Chandra anymore. Now I can't cast anything. Why don't I discard this guy and look at the top two? I'm really hoping I get a mountain. Well, that's cool. That's how that critter works, that Waker of Waves. I can save you from a bad hand. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you can hear the trash machine. The garbage pickup is going on down the street. Well, I think the protege, because they can absorb a hit. You don't have Death Touch, right? And then I can block, and when I get Chandra out, she'll be protected. Oh, wait. Oh, we got the Rogue's Gloves. And the Highland game. I know all there is to know about the Highland game. Let's zap it. Can I zap it? Oh, they're gaining life. I've got my blocker. Oh no, not a Liliana Planeswalker. Oh, I hope you don't mill any zombies that way. Well, I guess I really want the Goblin Wizardry here, huh? Maybe Chandra's Regulator? Yeah, because I want to pay 1 and I want to copy her, do 2 damage. Now I can do a pretty big attack on Liliana. Don't think I'm going to want to discard any of those cards. Oh, it'd be so cool if I could just take out their Liliana Planeswalker. Oh, and here's their big vampire. Well, I hope you mill no zombies. Cerulean Drake attacks Liliana. Oh, she only got the +1 from that, even though the effect was copied. I can zap the Epicure of Blood right now. Oh, there's a zombie. That would mean losing Chandra, but I think that might be necessary. Or do I want to do the Vengeful War Chief? I think the Epicure of Blood is the one I want to zap. Not too worried about giving up a wizard right there. Alrighty, so I hope I don't regret this. I guess I just want as many creatures as possible right now. Go after Liliana. Oh, they're destroying my artifact and gaining life. Liliana's milling. Are you going to mill yourself out that way? You've only got 14 cards left, but you're at 29 life and I have 11. Nope, we're 5-5 now. And then if you want to attack, there's nothing to stop me from triple blocking your dude. So I guess I gotta read the tides here. And I'll submit one. Alright, and then I guess I'll attack. Attack. And you lose Liliana. You're not going to be able to mill yourself out. Not that fast. So, he doesn't like it when you lose life. I mean, he loves it when you lose life for the first time each turn. We put a +1/+1 counter. 12 turns to mill him, 12 turns to thrill him. Why don't you just wait 12 turns? You gotta draw a card. Oh, are you gonna get Liliana out of the graveyard with some shenanigans? What have they got in their deck that might beat me? Oh, 2 target creature cards. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what you've been milling. Oh, that's smart. Heart Piercer Bow, huh? Do I just attack with everything here? Oh, they've got another Epicure of Blood. Well, I'm wide enough that next turn I can finish them. Sorry, Miron, unless you got something really awesome, you're done. You can do 1 damage when your equipped creature attacks. You could knock out the Cerulean. That might be smart. Would appreciate any comments you have about how I could have run this combat better. Maybe I should have attacked sooner. I'm not quite sure how to play this right now. I guess I'll block with the Ember Cat. None of that matters when I've got an unblockable Sea Serpent. What's the deal? So I guess I'll trade you for that. I'll stop that. I'll take 4. Is this it? Oh, good game. Wow, what a relief. I'm up into gold tier 2, baby. Not too shabby. How do I get rid of this bar at the bottom of my screen? Leave a comment if you know. Let's keep going. I'm already into the 2-pack wins territory. Maybe I'll grab some crazy rare that'll give me an idea for a historic brawl deck. If you ever see any cards that I'm playing that you think would be great for building a historic brawl deck around, leave me a comment. That's one of my great pleasures of the game. Got a very needy dog here. He's been out for 3 little trips around the block and he's still begging for attention. What a good boy. Give this boy lots of pets. I don't know how I'm in this thing where maybe if I hit the start button. There we go. Problem solving. This is a cool sleeve, isn't it? It's not one that I've invested in or won through any means, but I think it's a cool one. Gutter Snipe first, Protege next. Or do I want to hold up a counter spell? Good that I went first here. That does increase your win percentage in ways that I do not always appreciate. I don't really think enough about play on the draw versus play on the turn. You ever see me making mistakes because I'm not thinking in terms of play and draw? Leave me a comment. Let me know how I can improve my game. Cool to have 2 Gutter Snipes. I think I might just leave open that counter spell now. They're surely going to play something gnarly with 4 white and red mana. I hope it's not the Blade Historian. Two more land drops, and I can play a Frilled Sea Serpent, the card that won me the last game, with my unblocked attacks against some big gnarly dudes. That was a fun win. That was an interesting game. Kind of aristocratic stuff happening in that other deck. What's going on here, Nick Z? Oh, you're playing Heroic Reinforcements. Got a couple of soldier tokens, huh? Soldier boys. I'm not going to block. And that means I can attack. Does my mousey run out of power? No, it's working. Okay. Play an island. Do I play the Brawler or do I hold up a counter spell? I think I'll attack. And little do they know that my counter spell is going to punish them. Oh, and those little dudes are only 1/1s now? Oh, because they gave creatures they control +1/+1. Oh, please cast a 5-drop for me to... Ugh. Counter that. It's not the spell I wanted to counter. Play this aggressive here. Do you think I should have been afraid of a double block. Or a Treek. I think I'm happy to have them double block there. Although they're probably running low on Anthems and Tricks. Where are they at? What is this deck all about? Oh, here's a Valorous Steed. That makes me nervous. Well, guess I'll cast the Library Larcenist and I can draw 2 cards with Teferi. I'll just hold up here. Well, that's an enchantment of a legendary type. Wait, do I need a legend on the board before I can cast a legendary enchantment? Have I just shackled myself? Ugh, seriously. Well, I also know how to double block. Don't have any instants and sorceries in hand, but maybe killing the Gutter Snipe was a mistake. Oh, and they get indestructible. They're running out of tricks, that's what I'm thinking. This is an elimination game. I feel like I'm about to get scampering scorched. This has been quite an interesting deck we're facing here. All of these make token creatures and anthem synergies. That's a nifty Boros deck. I definitely got to tip my cap. If I draw a land, I'll play the Frillid Sea Serpent. Oh, and I could crash through with that. How are they going to gain a bunch of life that way? Well, I've got my big critters, but I think I'm about to take big damage here. Well, what do I do? I guess I'll block the big guy and the other big guy. I don't think my Sea Serpent's going to be enough. They're going too wide. Is there a chance I might have won this game if I had played it a little different? I'd love to hear your comments about any big blunders I've made against this very aggressive, very crazy Boros deck. At least I held my own for a little while in this game. I feel like this deck maybe was just missing a little bit of synergy. Okay, so I disperse. I get rid of the knight. And then I can play Baron. And I'll just bounce another. Valorous Steed makes a white knight, so I want to bounce just one of these tokens, I think. Don't want to let him recast any of these creatures. This deck definitely has a love-hate relationship with bounce thanks to their ETBs and their tokens. Am I still in this game? Or am I just being annoying and dragging it out? Well, we'll just see. We'll see what happens here. Timeout used. I should have been thinking harder about some of the decisions I've made this game, I'm sure. No attacks just yet. They've got a defender and no equipment to make it attack as though it didn't have defender. So, do I cast... I still can't cast Waker of Waves. I guess Thrill of Possibility. And I will discard Chandra's Regulator. Mount up. Draw 2 cards and add 1 for Teferi's Angel's Insight. That sure is a nifty card. Chandra. I'm regretting having discarded the Regulator. No, 2 damage to any target. Who should I target? The Scamperer? Baron Talarian Archmage, I feel like was maybe a hasty pick. I don't really have a lot of reason to bounce my own creatures, even to draw a card with Teferi's Angel's Insight. Well, go back and watch the videos where I do the draw and the draft and make them the deck and tell me if I made any mistakes. Oh, they can copy that spell or ability twice? Oh, they're doing a mighty leap. Nice. Good game. What the heck just happened? Well, that's elimination, folks. Some interesting games, and that's why you pay the big bucks to do a draft. Oh, I'm sad I couldn't win that one. I probably made a few mistakes here and there, but oh gosh, they just had all the tricks and all the synergies, and what a great deck, and you just gotta tip your cap. That was a lot of fun. Ton of fun. 3 losses, 2 wins, 250 gems, which is a piddly amount, considering my investment of $1,500. Sad about that, but what a fun game. Let's crack some packs, shall we? Tormenting Voice. Hieromancer's Cage is a new one to me. Oh, that's one of those enchantment removal spells. Militia Bugler from Company B. Reveal a creature card with power 2 or less. Okay. Runic Armasaur, a dinosaur. Am I going to make a dinosaur tribal? Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. Oh, that's cool. And what else have we got? Oh, I love me some wild cards. 2-headed zombie. I might be making a historic zombie deck. I already got all those. But Spit Flame deals 4 damage to a creature. When a dragon enters the battlefield, you may pay to return. Dragon Recursal. Thanks for watching.